Welcome back to Half Moon's Picks, and yeah, this is my third time filming this video as lights been going off and microphone was turned off. But anyway, hopefully production value will get a little bit better, as people said, hey, I don't hear your voice too well, the background music too loud. I'll get that straightened out. It'll smooth out by the end of the season, and hopefully this gets a little bit better. Last week I did exceptionally well. I went 4-0 in my video picks, and I went 5-0-2 in my leans. A sad 0-2 in my two Twitter picks, as I picked Dallas to beat Carolina. I had the +3, and speaking of that game, me and Gio Knows had a great friendly bet, so I'll be advertising him in this video at the end. And also, I told you to pick Miami-Tennessee game under 46.5, as it went to 47, as it was 10-3 in the fourth quarter, and two kickoff returns happened as both teams scored 17 points at the end of the game, giving the total at 47. What a bummer. Can't predict that one. Alright, so week one is in the books. As I said, I always keep my scores so you can see how well I'm doing. Last year I did 54%. That was probably my worst season out of the 5-6 years I've been doing this. So hopefully I get better this season, on a record pace already after week one. So let's get this ball rolling. My fourth pick of the week, my upset pick of the week, is the Minnesota Vikings traveling to the Green Bay Packers. The Minnesota Vikings are a 1.5 point dog, and basically last year Vikings won this game 16-0 in Green Bay. It was a Keenum versus Hundley match. You know, now it's a Cousins versus Rodgers match. You know, it's best quarterback versus the best defense in the division. Rodgers had, aggravated his knee last week. He's wearing a little sleeve to help the swelling go down. But he said he's got to play. And both these teams know that, whoever wins this, matchup, pretty much wins the division. And these are both two best teams, as I stated in my divisional video. In the division, I think this is going to be a great match. I think defense usually wins the game. So I'm taking Minnesota plus that 1.5. My third pick of the week is the New England Patriots traveling to the Jacksonville Jaguars. The New England Patriots are a 2-point favorite. And basically the last two times New England has traveled to Jacksonville, they definitely have won and covered that 2 points. There's 23-16 and a 24-21 game. Close but good games. The Patriots usually start slow and then, start dominating by the end of the season. I expect this to be kind of close. It is a low point spread. Jacksonville's star running back Fournette, he had a minor injury with the hamstring. He expected to play, we'll see, but either way we know that leg is bothering him. It's an even week with Jackson week. I bet last year, even week goes to the other team, the odd week goes to Jacksonville. So I'm taking Patriots -2. My second pick of the week, we got the Detroit Lions traveling to the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers are a 6-point favorite. This game started as a 3-point favorite, and everybody jumped on it after everybody saw how bad the Lions were. I told you last week how bad they were in the preseason. I expected them to win, but not get killed like that. They said they were going to, after seeing how bad they were in the preseason, the Lions were, especially their defense, they said they were going to switch up to a 4-3, grabbed a bunch of people in free agency. Did not help at all. Horrible scheme. Matt Patricia is in the hot seat already. I think he's a little bit over his head. This is a passing game, I don't understand it. Hopefully they get better as a Lions fan. But here they are on a short week. They're traveling to the West Coast to a great up-and-coming quarterback. I see Garoppolo doing great against the secondary. You know, all you gotta do is pass against Lawson on Detroit, and then you'll get it every time. He's like a horrible cornerback for Detroit. Anyway, here they are at the home opener. Garoppolo only lost by 1 score against a great Minnesota team in Minnesota. So I'm taking San Francisco -6. And my number 1 pick of the week, we got the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Eagles are a 3-point favorite. And basically, Tampa Bay always plays great in their division, in their own home. They come home and they just stink. Last year, the last few years actually, Tampa Bay's been not a great home team. We would go to those games and leave by halftime. They just get beat so bad. But that's another story in itself. Here we got the contending Super Bowl champions coming into Tampa. It's only a 3-point spread. You know, they got one of the greatest defenses in the NFL with Jim Schwartz leading the helm at the defensive coordinator. Nick Foles is probably still playing, you know, as Wentz probably hasn't been cleared yet. Ryan, Fitzmagic did great last week against a divisional team and the Saints, and actually pulled off the win. But one of his, wide receivers is out. Deshaun Jackson not cleared for protocol yet, and usually that takes a week. So I'm taking Philadelphia, just easy win with a bet early by 3 because this is going to go up. So take Eagles -3. Welcome back to the last part of the segment, the lean section we're going to call this last segment, and final thoughts. The leans is just that. If you need an extra team for the last leg of your parlay, why don't you grab that, and if maybe bet a half a unit if you like it. But these are the teams I was considering for the top 4, and everybody liked them last week. They wanted them last year, so here they are. I hope you enjoyed them, and I'll keep records of this, every week. And if I'm stinking at my leans, then you know it as well as I do. All right, the first lean I got Baltimore -1.5, traveling to the Bengals. The Ravens, their defense, shocked me last week. They only held the Bills to 153 yards, but then again, it's Peterman on the Bills. But I was pretty impressed by it. Plus, Flacco, like I said last week, I told you Flacco's on a contract season, and when they went on contract season last time, they won the Super Bowl. So I expect the Flacco to do better, and that defense to keep up the great work. And Cincinnati team who barely beat the Colts, and like I said, it's only 1.5 point spread. Take that to the bank. All right, so LA Chargers. I like the Chargers to bounce back after the loss to Kansas City. They're traveling to Buffalo again. Like I said, Buffalo's offense only scored 153 yards. Will Peterman play, or they start the rookie? Was it Josh Allen? Will they start him? Either way, I think the Chargers will be able to handle this team. I think last year when they played the Chargers, but they got like 6 interceptions in the first half. So it should be an easy win for the Chargers. 7.5 points is mighty steep, but I think Philip Rivers and company will be able to handle that. The third lean, I got the New York Jets with their home opener. And they're playing Miami. It's a divisional game. It's only 3 points. If it goes over 3, I might, consider Miami. But at 3, take the Jets. The Jets, last year they beat Miami 20-6. So, and that was with Cutler. So, here they go. Tannehill, he's still in that leg brace. And they did fairly well against Tennessee, who I predicted wouldn't do well this year. So, take the Jets -3. Next, we got New Orleans -9. I don't see New Orleans Saints going 0-2. Cleveland, like I said, they're rebuilding. They got a new team. They look better than they did last year. But this is the Saints. I expect them to patch some holes in that defense, so I'm taking the Saints -9. And my fifth pick, my lean, is the Rams playing at home against Arizona. I know it's 13. 13 is a big number. I'm taking Rams. I know the divisional game. How do you take 13? But you look at last year's score with a less talented Rams team and a more talented Cardinals team last year. They had Carson Palmer, and now they got a bunch of duds. But anyway, the Rams are getting I'm going -13. The Rams beat them last year 33-0. I mean, seriously, they just shut them out. They didn't have a chance in heck. They're an all-star team. I mean, if you had to say anything weak about the Rams, who I predicted to go Super Bowl, maybe their linebacking core. Just throwing it out there. And then my sixth pick and my final lean for the week, I got the only other dog I like as the Seattle Seahawks going into the Chicago Bears. Chicago's not that good in Chicago in Soldier Field. Fans are getting outraged on how bad they play at home. You got Russell Wilson off a loss, and he did. He looked pretty good against Denver, who has a great defense. So Chicago has a great defense too. I think this game's going to be close. It's 3.5 points. If it was 3, I'd stay away. 3.5 points, I'm getting that over a field goal. So even if Chicago does win and they win by 3 or less, you still win. So take Seattle, and then Seattle also won the last 3 of 4 meetings in Chicago. So take that. Russell Wilson versus Trubisky. Also, one thing that I didn't put this as my upset pick in my main video is because they lost wide receiver Doug Baldwin with the MCL sprain. So it's one receiver, one less weapon that Russell Wilson has to throw to. So 3.5 points. I'm taking Seattle at that. Again, check out all the prognosticators. Links below. Geo knows you got me. 4 weeks. I'm gonna put you advertise your and it's youtube.com/Geo knows. I'll put that link right here. And check him out. Check out my sponsors if you want to keep this channel alive. I'm doing the best I can for you guys. I hope you enjoy the content. And of course, all flamers and anybody wants to roast me. Even though I had a great week last week, I still got roasted in my comments below. Feel free to do that, but expect some feedback. I'll see you next week. Peace. Alright, and welcome back to the lean section. Like I said, these is only leans, maybe bet half a unit, or if you need another leg on your parlay, throw one of these teams in there. You can't win. I mean, you can't win.
And our winner is Half Moon's Picks. Half Moon's Picks. Half Moon's Picks. He's here. Congratulations. Half Moon, you have a Twitter. Awesome. You're from Ohio. Awesome, dude. GG's. All right, tweet me on Twitter. GG's. Let's get some GG's to Half Moon. Congratulations, dude. You're from Ohio too. Nice. Anybody here from Ohio? Any of my Ohio peeps here? I'm from Ohio, so any of my Ohio peeps here? Shout out to all my Ohio peeps. All right, hurry up and tweet me on Twitter, Half Moon. Okay, I'm waiting on you, dude. Your Twitter is what again? Half Mooner 2. Okay, just tweet me on Twitter. Half Moon, did you tweet me?
Yeah, till 4:37 to vote, guys. So it's either stay on Fortnite menu and talk about the update.
Okay, I got you.
Clips or play
You're from Toledo, nice.
Black Ops 3, guys.
All right, GG's Half Moon. Congrats again, man.
IPTV service with over 2,000 channels, HD and 4K, VOD, PPV, and the Sunday Ticket. 24/7 channels and so much more. All this starting at $10 a month. Go to halfmoon.kstreams.tv to sign up, find out more. You enjoy placing a few bucks on your favorite team? Maybe try your hand at cards or on the slot. Use me as a reference and click the link in the description below and receive a new member bonus and help support this channel. Bovada, just better.